It begins with a familiar kind of confidence, the sort that comes from a man who believes the world still works the way it used to. Archie Bunker has always trusted his instincts more than experts, and he has always believed that if something sounds good, it's because he's smart enough to recognize a bargain before anyone else does. So when he hears about a man offering a free heating inspection, Archie doesn't hear danger. He hears opportunity. He hears a chance to win, to save money, to prove that he can still outmaneuver a system that keeps getting more complicated and more expensive. The visitor arrives dressed like authority, speaking in calm, measured tones, using official-sounding words that feel reassuring even before they're understood. He doesn't rush. He lets Archie complain about fuel prices, about winter, about how everything costs too much now. And while Archie talks, the man listens, nods, agrees, and slowly builds trust. This isn't just a sales visit. It's a performance designed to make Archie feel seen, respected, and validated. Then comes the pivot. The man produces a device and calls it a meter. He presses it against the wall, and the needle jumps. He explains that the reading is bad. Very bad. Heat is leaking. Energy is being wasted. Worse than that, he warns that the furnace could be flagged as unsafe. Government action. Shut off. Penalties. Suddenly, what was a friendly inspection becomes a crisis. The room tightens. Edith's face fills with worry. Gloria rolls her eyes, sensing exaggeration. Mike questions the logic, but Archie is already locked in. Once fear enters the room, logic struggles to keep up. The man offers solutions, but they come with price tags that hit like punches. New systems, major upgrades, costs that make Archie bristle. And then, just when resistance peaks, the miracle appears. The materials, the man says, can be free. The house could be used as a model. Archie's home, featured as an example. All Archie would need to cover are shipping and installation. It sounds like generosity. It sounds like recognition. It sounds like a deal meant specifically for him. Archie signs before the doubt can settle. He signs because backing out would feel like admitting weakness. He signs because the word free has already done its damage. He signs because he wants to believe that someone finally offered him a win instead of a bill. The consequences arrive quickly. The man instructs Archie to turn the heat down while preparations are made. The temperature drops, and with it, the family's patience. The house grows cold, not just physically, but emotionally. Edith worries about comfort. Gloria grows angry. Mike becomes openly critical. Archie responds the only way he knows how, by getting louder, more defensive, more certain that he's right even as doubt creeps in. Truc arrive. Equipment appears. The deal becomes real. And that's when Archie realizes something is wrong. The paperwork doesn't feel like a bargain anymore. The costs don't feel small. The free offer begins to look like a trap built out of fine print and urgency. Archie tries to push back, claiming pressure, misunderstanding, manipulation. But the contract doesn't care about tone or regret. Ink is ink. Calling for help doesn't bring the relief Archie expects. Authority doesn't rush in to save him. The situation exists in a gray space where legality and morality don't always align. Archie's humiliation deepens because he is forced to face something he hates. He may have been outplayed, not by strength or intelligence, but by patience and psychology. The escape comes not from shouting, but from scrutiny. Someone asks the right questions. Permits, licenses, authorization, boring details that suddenly matter. The man's confidence cracks as the questions stack up. The operation loses momentum. And just as smoothly as he arrived, the man retreats. The deal evaporates. The crisis ends not with triumph, but with relief. The house warms again, but the damage lingers. Archie is left with the bitter taste of vulnerability. He wanted control. He wanted certainty. Instead, he learned how easily fear can be used against him. The story then turns inward, shifting from financial fear to emotional fear. Gloria begins questioning her place in her marriage. She watches Michael bury himself in education, in ideas, in ambition, and she wonders if she's being left behind. Her question isn't dramatic, it's personal. Does she still matter? Does Michael still see her as an equal partner, or as someone from an earlier version of his life. Michael dismisses her concern at first, brushing it off as insecurity. He believes logic should be enough. But Gloria's fear isn't logical. It's emotional. And emotion doesn't fade just because it's inconvenient. When Michael invites an academic friend over, the imbalance becomes visible. The conversation turns technical. Language becomes a contest. Gloria tries to participate and is quietly sidelined, asked to fetch, to serve, to step out of the spotlight. Each small moment chips away at her confidence until she finally breaks. Her anger isn't about intelligence. It's about dignity. The confrontation forces truths into the open. Gloria admits she's afraid of becoming invisible. Michael realizes he's been performing rather than connecting. Edith, watching it all, reframes the situation with gentle wisdom. Intelligence, she reminds them, isn't one thing. And love can't survive if one person has to shrink so the other can feel tall. The reconciliation isn't perfect, but it's real. Michael listens. Gloria speaks honestly. A promise is made, not to fix everything overnight, but to move forward together. Education won't be a wall. It will be a shared path. Both stories end on the same quiet lesson. Fear makes people sign contracts they don't understand. Fear makes people stay silent when they should speak. And fear, when left unchecked, can turn comfort into cold and love into distance. What saves this family isn't pride or certainty. It's people, neighbors who warn, partners who listen, and moments where someone chooses connection over control.